You guys are sitting up so straight.
Well, we're trying to. That's the only way you can see us.
Welcome to the very first Hold That, brought to you by Arch Street Fighter and Tenella TV. So today we're going to be talking about some interesting FGC news and esports news that has happened very, very recently. The past
Very recently,
days.
today.
This morning.
This morning,
yes.
yeah.
We were planning for it last night, and then we're like, oh, we're going to talk about this.
Oh, yeah, let's
we got
a few things.
Bomb dropped on us. We'll get to that in a second. Then we got some other things we're gonna showcase for you guys. And then we've got a rematch, a first to 5 later on, a little bit of a grudge match. We're gonna explain. We're gonna show you what happened, and we're gonna explain some of the salt that happened behind the scenes. Yep. So sit in your seats, kick back. Got some cool things to talk about. Let's get right into it. I've got Dr. Stance with me and Vicious, who I'm sure you've recognized doing commentary here at Wednesday Night Fights.
Yes, Stance.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, congrats. Thank you.
I love you.
All right, so that super not so secret FGC news that just happened very, very recently was that EG has decided to nix or get rid of or let go, or maybe they left on their own accord.
Well, I would say
it was a mix of both.
Whatever, whatever.
All of the above, I guess.
Whatever was happening on EG's end, the bottom line is a few of their players are just not with them anymore.
Correct.
PR Balrog, Momo, and Choco as
the power couple of the
power
FGC.
couple.
The big power couple.
And Justin Wong
as well, one of the key components to EG.
Justin Wong and
a couple other players, not just the FGC. There's other members in other gaming.
StarCraft 2.
Yeah, that's right.
And,
StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 is just gone. But we're not talking about StarCraft. We're just talking in general. Team EG. There's some strife. Maybe there's decisions for sure.
Yeah.
Thoughts, speculations, opinions?
For the StarCraft 2, their player, it's understandable. Their league's kind of dead. It's died out.
Yep.
StarCraft 2 is I guess we could say it's a dead game. A lot of people are perceiving it to be a dead game. It has a lot of viewership still, but it's dying in terms of the competitive scene.
Right. There's less and less money being poured into events and tournaments. Some of one of the most hallmarks of all their leagues.
It's a great game. Yeah, it's still it's heavily backed in a local basis, but not like for corporations to help fund tournaments anymore.
I mean, the game is also
throw money.
It's old. I mean, the game is old.
It did have a recent expansion, well, not too recent, but you know what I mean.
Sure, but yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why a lot of our favorite games, a lot of the most talked about, even within the FGC games, like Third Strike or like Super Turbo. I mean, these games aren't typically mainline games anymore.
Right,
they just have a large side tournament following, but that's all they get these days, mostly. I mean.
We're saying that
even Street Fighter 4, by the way. Street Fighter 4 it happened too. They killed it off so quick. But yeah, besides the point.
But even so,
I think StarCraft 2 even has still more viewers than Street Fighter 5.
No, it does. It does. Statistically, it does.
So
yeah.
But funny that we're talking about it.
But bringing it to Team EG, it sounded like talking about dissolvement. Not really the word I want to use, but the detachment from some of their corporate backers. They were becoming more independent, more gamer-based, more gamer-led.
If I'm not mistaken, they were owned by Twitch, or
they
there was
had
Twitch
an
money.
Twitch acquired
EG game, which was then
exactly.
owned.
That's
EG.
the full ladder of it.
And so they removed themselves from that rung of the ladder. It just ended a little short.
Became player-owned. One of their players, PPD, was voted to become the CEO.
That's right.
And then,
that is correct.
And then all these things started happening. People were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. So naturally, when you detach yourself from a large financial backbone that is the $970 million Twitch company that is Twitch. Yeah. That's what it was bought for by Amazon. 2
years ago now.
2 years ago now. That it was, you lose a lot of cash revenue. So I'm wondering.
Absolutely.
I'm just sort of thinking out loud. Open-ended, curiosity. There is an answer out there. I wonder if there's probably just the corporatization of such things that. There's no money. But there's less money. There's less money.
But it's not like they just got rid of these players and were like, "Hey, we gotta."
But something else probably came along, which is
Chris G.
Yeah, Chris G. Yeah,
and they still retain Ricky Ortiz as well as K-Brad too.
As
for their fighting game division.
But they lost.
Who said that they're very happy to still be part of the organization.
But look, they lost 4 and gained 1.
Yeah,
that's still they're still.
Well, that's true.
See, that also brings up the question: did they, with the newly acquired Echo Fox players, Justin Wong, Momo, and Choco Blanca, did they leave on their own accord? It's kind of open-ended.
And that's the second half of the story, which was Echo Fox.
Unspoken of maybe.
Justin Wong claims he, left EG on his own accord. So I mean, at least that's one theory off the charts, I guess.
Yeah.
Or one hypothesis.
And so did
See, before I even knew of this information, though, what we were all gathering, Justin Wong had said that, hey, I've got my manager now. I'm going to go off and do my own thing. I think kind of people assumed that he was taking the PR Balrog approach of like, oh, I want to build my own brand. I have maybe a lot more to gain from being my own company rather than, I've outgrown this organization, this team organization phase of my career. And that seemed to be the way that he was, moving forward. And then, boom, we get this bomb today. That's
so sick, by the way. Congrats.
So sick, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
it's a huge thing. So
it wasn't just Justin, it was Tokido.
Go down the list.
MK Leo,
Sonic
Fox as well.
Echo Fox is Sonic Fox. That's going to be hard to say on commentary.
Sonic Echo Fox. Just call him Sonic Echo Fox.
That's fair. Oh, also shout-outs to Cool Gray AJ for being the manager for the FGC division once again.
Yes.
Again, dude.
I'm so happy for him. Out of all the pickups, I'm glad he's back as a team manager for fighting game events.
Yeah. Well, speaking of manager, where does this leave Mark Julio now, who's supposed to be Justin Wong's manager? I'm not saying that he doesn't now have a position.
Right, but this week, Justin Wong and Mark tweeted that there was a professional, there's a partnership, a professional relationship.
So is he the one who maybe curated this whole turn of events, and maybe in their contract there's the open-ended, maybe at least some open-endedness to acquire other sponsors? It's just something that I would be, considering.
Right. I mean, those do exist. Let me look at Daigo.
What did Echo Fox offer to get Justin off the market just like that? Because it also kind of seems like that. Maybe, they were like, Justin's on the market? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Pick up the phone. Bling, bling.
There had to be an outbid somewhere because Justin Wong wouldn't just leave EG. He's had such a great run with them throughout the years.
Yeah.
He's grown accustomed to like their family bonds. Just getting in good graces with the company, right? He treated them like as family. So again, there had to be some really good deal.
Some sweetening.
Speculate around. You guys can, speculate amongst yourselves in the chat. It must have been a really sweet deal.
And also let us clarify that that's all we're doing is speculating. This is not gossip. This isn't even hearsay. This is just an open-ended wondering, like a curiosity.
I'm genuinely curious.
I want to know the details. I really want to know the financial details.
I want to know details.
Yeah, we know that there are answers, but we don't know the answers, and so that's
What's your
as an audience member, because we're as much an audience to what happened as you guys are.
Yeah.
So that's all we're speculating. We
completely
want to make that clear. We want to make that completely clear.
Completely
we're not spreading anything. We're wondering. We're just wondering out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is something that everybody's kind of got on their mind, which is that now we've had Season 2 in our hands for more than a couple weeks now. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts. I wanted to compare your guys' thoughts to mine and maybe the thoughts of the viewers to our thoughts on Season 2. Do you feel they've made the game more fun, more balanced, more... Is this what Street Fighter V needs? Is there still something lacking? Is there nothing? Are you guys happy with your characters? What is it? What are you guys feeling?
I'm not having fun yet because I'm still going through the growing pains of like, oh, did that change? Wait, is that safe now? Oh, like when are you gonna, so I'm going through but that's on me.
The growing pains. Didn't you hear Geef is OP?
Yeah,
Geef is the top 3 character. Are you kidding me?
But I'm not OP.
Japan
with
thinks
him.
he's the best.
I'm not OP with him.
They really do think
they do think he's top.
Yeah,
but I don't think
I have yet
high off the rockers. That's what that is.
I also don't agree with that in my early minings of.
I'm pretty sure a lot of that came from Nemo switching to Urien and then getting hard-bodied by Geefs like over and over again.
They were like,
trend. Oh, this fucking.
I think he's better. I think
anytime they get bodied by a character and they don't know the matchup yet, they'll automatically place him. Oh, this is top tier.
Yeah, I mean,
we have not labbed him up yet. We're just gonna assume.
I think he's better, but things like
look at the history.
Yeah. I think he's better, but I think right now, a lot of people are getting used to his changes, both good and bad. They're winning with him more. They're losing to him more. But I think I don't think it's I don't think there's a lot to unwrap there with Geef. It never was. Like you just got to figure out his range, stay out of it, make him come to you. And keep him out. It's sort of how it's always been.
But he sticks to you on your wake up in such a way that no character can do now.
Yeah, but
where it was like everyone was a Geef before, especially if you had a command grab with forward throws being like having Oki and stuff.
But and here's yes, Oki. But the guessing game goes both ways. If I'm on top of you and I'm putting in I believe this. If I'm putting on a command grab on your wake up, I'm guessing that you're gonna fall for it. Because but you neutral jump out, you invincible out, you backdash out.
But the risk versus reward factor of like
I
even
get
if
that.
I'm right
I know
and I
that.
invincible reversal,
I know that.
And you
but if
still
I'm
get
wrong,
punished hard too.
But if I'm
using
wrong,
that meter also, just to touch
using
up
the
on
meter,
that.
And that's true.
You are no longer you reset the neutral. Yeah, you didn't get command grabbed, which is good. It was definitely the best of the situation. But it's not really.
But I get it. No. I get that.
either.
Like, yes, say we're in that situation, and I, as Geef, am yes, I am the one laying on the pressure.
Right.
But you know what? If we want to oversimplify it, I mean, that's fighting games for every situation, for every character. If you want to just boil it down.
You're right.
To, I have to make a guess. I'm guessing that you're going to fall for it. I'm guessing that this is going to be successful. I'm guessing that you're going to do the thing that I think you're going to do, and that's why I'm taking that risk. I get it, though. I mean,
That's the thing,
But
though,
Geef
right?
can put you in that situation more often
Yeah, I'm
than
not
any other
disagreeing.
character.
I'm not
You
disagreeing
gotta,
with
you
that.
gotta understand
I'm
that
just saying
the
it's
whole
not-
board though got nerfed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the entire board got nerfed to eating meaties on wake up. It just makes all the grapplers extra scary. You got to think about it all across the board. It's not just Geef getting those certain buffs. It's like everybody getting nerfed to shit. To be honest, like that's as frank as possible.
Yeah.
Almost everybody got nerfed to shit. You look at the throw outputs. The damage and the stun is way less, so that they give you less one-hit chances or one-turn kills basically. They
and
got
also
rid of all of that.
a lot of those throws also got more pushbacks, so you get less setup options, less meaty options.
Yeah, so
Nakali-
damage and stun
Nakali
output
had
is just lower.
command grab Oki off of like every fourth throw.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't.
Exactly. So you got
but-
to really consider not just buffs to individuals, just everybody across the board just got wrecked, So
Yeah, and so we're also getting off of Geef. Yeah, I think he's good. He's fine, but
Geef apologist.
I think he's
Yeah,
pretty.
I'm
I think
no, I'm
he's
not, I'm
good,
not.
but he's not
I'm not. I don't think he's
upper echelon.
Yeah,
No, I think he's going to settle in at best high mid tier, and this is because no matter how good he is against the rest of the cast, in tournament you're going to eventually come up against a Dhalsim or a Guile or somebody with a
Correct.
pocket of one of those characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially since Guile is going to be seems to be like one of the top 3
He's
characters.
so
And that's the
good.
other thing.
He's so easy to
So
pick up
good.
that everybody's going to have a pocket Guile ready for your fucking
Ready
Geef.
for your Geef, I know.
Ready
Yep.
for your top tier Geef. And Geefs tend to be one of the biggest character loyalists of all time.
Oh yeah,
They usually don't have another
as
pocket
soon as-
character, so
as soon as like
get your Guiles and your Dhalsims ready.
whenever Stupendous or Dr. Danny Pham or Brutus stream
Dr. Danny fan.
or Troubleshoot, hey, I'm looking at you.
I've never seen that
Troubleshoot.
guy before. I saw
All
him the other
the
day. Pretty good.
yeah, he's very good.
The legend
all the Geefs, all Geef players in the country just tune in, and we're all just like talking to each other and be like, "What's up, Geef Nation? Let's
I
do
like
it."
that.
But then, yeah, and then like you said about universal buffs, some of those characters in a game like this, where like Meaty Pressure and Oki were so strong, invincible. Anybody with an invincible reversal, automatically we're seeing
was skyrocketed
They
in
skyrocketed.
tier.
But now that they don't have those without meter,
Exactly.
a lot of these characters have been normalized. Your Ryu, your Ken, your Camis, Nakalis have more been normalized with some of the characters like Rashid and Karen, who had to play that game from the start.
Right.
Couple that with the white health regeneration nerf.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you can really tell that they wanted a different set of characters to be like this top 8.
Right.
This top 8. They didn't want the same. Maybe they planned it beforehand.
They definitely didn't.
I
To
feel
be
like-
quite frank,
You
they
feel like
definitely
they
did not.
didn't?
Because think about it. You're going to give them invincible DP using meter. They have to use resources. One, if you think about the risk reward, if it hits, they don't get any Oki off of it. If it misses, they still get crush countered and they lose the bar and they're back to square one.
Yeah.
That's hella not thought out. That's not fair. Like if they use EXDP and it misses, it shouldn't be crush countered.
No. I mean in season 1.
Oh, I'm talking about
Was-
season 2. I'm just
No, I
saying.
mean like in season 1. Was this a premeditated like? These characters are probably going to be top tier because they have a way to prevent Oki in any situation. This mind game between wake up button or wake up invincible reversal. Then in season 2, we'll change it. We'll flip the script so easily. One little minor tweak will
Huge tweak, dude.
Yeah, huge.
but a simple, very simple
Sorry, get right to
change.
your white life.
Yeah.
A huge, obviously a huge change to the meta of the game, and that's maybe what I was saying, that maybe they premeditated so that they could easily change the game from like these are top tier characters to okay, now these are top tier characters. We're gonna have completely different cast ruling the top 8 of the meta chart.
Yeah.
And then remains to be seen who those are. People do feel that it's Urian, Cammy, Guile, Balrog, and apparently Geef. I don't. Am I missing any? As far as the top tiers there,
But then,
No, that was pretty accurate.
that people feel like are pretty dang good.
The only thing, I mean, just to add on quickly, they could have fixed that issue, right, where they made different button or different strengths have different properties. Like they have the jab one be throw invulnerable. They have the medium punch 1B, strike invulnerable kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you could throw the medium punch one, and then you could meaty the jab one or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I thought.
It could have happened that way.
That's what Nakali has and always had, even in season 1. His light punch DP had throw and low invincibility. So there were setups that you could do, meaty setups that some characters could do where they could hit low, like a meaty low, and the heavy punch DP wouldn't work. But if you made the hard read, you could go light DP and snake it. So they kind of tweaked that in season 1. In season 2, he still has that, but the other characters don't have that. I don't know. I haven't looked into that frame data.
But then also, you know, like
they don't.
Going to what you were saying about premeditation and all those things. Remember what they said, that Combo Fiend was like, you know, we thought we made Nash like, you know, pretty like normal, but then Infiltration was playing him in a way that we had never even imagined. And then on the same token, they were like at the very beginning, we're like, oh yeah, man, Bison's awesome, and then look what happened to him.
He's so strong at the
very beginning, and same with
beta.
Birdie, and same with, and Birdie too in the very outset, like all those pre-release tournaments and things, like Bisons and Birdies, they were doing
Bison's
so well.
one of the characters that people are saying is up there.
And
I think
definitely
he's going to fall to high mid
yeah,
tier.
so you also have to, all that said, it has to be taken with the caveat that there's a certain amount of popularity when it comes to making tier lists. Remember, Japan thought USA was crazy for putting Yoon top tier in Street Fighter 4.
Hold that.
Japan thought that was crazy of us. This guy named Yoon, if you didn't remember. They thought we were crazy for thinking that, because they were like, no, he's not. He's not that good.
Wait, in which version? When he first came out?
By the end of it, Ultra.
Oh, okay.
But still, like, if you look at like first,
yeah. But Kazunoko knew.
But Kaz knew. He knew.
Yeah, he ended it off with a bang. He was the winner. So
yeah,
they
really have to hold it. So I think, like,
to be honest, I mean, I think Elena was up there. I'm gonna throw it out there. I think Elena was pretty good.
But anyway,
anyways,
I just want to throw that as a caveat. That's just more like a I just want to put that grounding on there. You know, like there is a certain amount. I'm not, because there are some like inarguable things about certain characters, like invincible DPs. You know, for example. But like, but at the same time, like, you know, my Geef treasure is your Geef trouble, you know, for example, just for example. Yeah. So everyone in their head always has an idea of like, well, that character, I just don't know what to do about that character. And so in their minds, so-and-so is top tier, and then, you know, other people are like, whatever.
Okay, well, speaking of tiers and speaking of balance, Daigo, the legend himself, he had this very interesting stream on his Beast TV. If you guys didn't catch it, I definitely recommend going and checking it out. It was very, very... if you're a Street Fighter fan at all, even a video game fan at all, it was very, very rewarding to watch as he, scribbled on a whiteboard in a language that I couldn't read, but then was translated.
It was Nick. It was Japanese.
Yes,
I believe so.
Japanese
in a language. That
well,
language
apparently he can't spell, and that's like the joke, so that it's not. It's barely even Japanese.
You don't need to spell to be a champ.
Yeah, no, not at all. But what he did spell out was the patch history of Capcom games. So if you didn't watch it, go and check it out. Basically, the rundown is that he came to this conclusion that the most popular versions of those games weren't necessarily the most balanced, weren't the best versions of those games. It tended to be the ones where shit was just broken, and it was fun and a lot of fun. And then in the next versions, those broken things were removed and not accounted for or compensated for, and then so it lost the player base. And I just wanted to get you guys' thoughts on that. What do you think? Do you think that unbalanced is a good thing for a game, or?
I think, well, if you're asking, does it make for a good game? I think at the end of the day, if the game is fun, then it's good. It's good for the person having fun with that game.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like,
but do you think balanced games?
You'd have
to
think about like competitor's perspective and then viewer perspective, especially this day and age, right? When you see like balance, you're going to see what comes with it, character diversity, right? You're going to see an easier way for players to pick up characters. But then you think about the competition, it's like they put so much work in, only gets shut down because everybody's on an equal playing field. It's not, they don't get to do all the broken shit because it required a lot of tech, a lot of execution, right? So again, you got to really think about it between, exactly. Like, I put in all this hard work to practice broken tech and to take advantage of it, but now that it's gone, or like now that it's like everybody has access to it, or it's a lot easier, my hard work is easily diminished against like a newer player.
In fact,
does that make sense?
That was sort of some of the fear and the attitude going from Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5. Like I spent years perfecting my one-frame links, and you just take it away from me?
Yeah.
That was
For the most part, yeah.
That really was. That's real.
I think that
that's
sentiment still kind
that's
of
a
exists.
real
in some
thing. Yeah,
players'
that's a real
minds.
thing. But like, yeah,
And then people drop Street Fighter 5 combos and everybody like,
Yeah, you're like, you scrub. There's like 3 frames plus, dude.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell you,
Hold
like,
that. Damn it.
he said
I
it
keep
again.
forgetting. I keep.
Well-
It's not a. Don't worry about it.
hold on, I'm gonna answer your question. Hold on, I'm gonna actually get to your question.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Capcom versus SNK 2. I'm not good at it. I'm not great at it, but I do love it. You know, I remember getting it when I first got a PlayStation 2, and you know, played it in the arcades, and I just had a great time with it. And yeah, that game is not balanced, not at all.
Hell no.
No, it's not balanced.
Oh, it's not?
No.
No.
I know. No, it's not.
You
at
only
all.
pick 2, 3
But it's fun.
grooves max.
But yeah, are you going to?
and you pick
But-
8 people.
I mean, when you go watch people who know what they're doing, yes, you're going to see A groove Bisons. Yes, you're going to see C groove Sagats, you know, and A groove Sakuras, and you know, Vegas and Blancas. You know what you're going to see because those are the characters that work. There's like 6 good characters and like 30 whatever characters that just you can't do anything
that
with.
all knew how to roll cancel.
They all knew they roll throw. Roll on your 5-ball throw, and that's how you play CBS.
They would
And, like-
roll into a special move if you had the eye
yeah,
for it.
and then if you had it, roll super.
broken. So
roll super
oh
or whatever.
my God.
So
it's so sick.
yeah, so like that game, but that game is hella fun. That
Yeah.
game
It was
is
so
much
fun.
fun.
I want to.
You didn't mind losing
Yeah,
at that.
Yeah.
some of these and Third Strike too. Like I mean,
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm just and
I
I'm,
have
not
yeah.
shitting on Third Strike.
No,
I
I
want to
actually
make
have
that
an
perfectly
example
clear
from
before
Third Strike that I wanted to
Yeah.
talk about is something that people don't talk about why broken is also interesting for the spectator and why it's interesting for everybody involved in the community. Broken things that seem insurmountable make for the hypest moments
Yes.
because once they are surmounted, it's like, holy shit,
Yeah.
I never thought of that, or wow, he actually did that, he got away with it, or you know, like we can even look at moment 37. Chun-Li is broken in that game.
Yeah.
Broken.
you're gonna see,
And that was a situation that was like a no-win situation, and Daigo overcame it.
He overcame
and
it,
that
yeah.
is why it was so incredible. If in a balanced game, those things don't happen. Those things don't happen because it's all of just the same. Like, oh well, he won that time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, he won that time. We outplayed him
Yeah.
that time, and that's boring over a long.
I mean, you
period of
remember?
time.
boring.
Do you remember?
It's boring over a long. Period
Remember
of time.
Evo 2015 where
Yeah.
Alex Valle as Hugo
Oh my
bodied
God.
Bonchan
Bonchan
as
in like
Sagat.
a 2 matchup.
2 matchup. It was just beat him, just bodied him, and he turned around and like that guy is sitting right over there.
The
It was
classic-
just like everybody, and that was on the second stream. That was on the side stream. The main stream was like Persona 4, Arena Ultimax or whatever.
Right.
That entire room was turned over to what happened to Valle
Yeah, that was
because
pretty
that was
sick.
exciting.
Off of reads,
And
off
that
of
matchup
reads.
Off of
is
reads.
broken. That
Yeah.
matchup is
Conditioning.
supposed to be broken.
That was supposed to be
I
like
don't think
8-2.
Bonchan lost to a Hugo again after that. But
No.
in
He
that
didn't
moment,
have a chance, dude.
but in that moment,
But though,
In that
exactly,
moment, that wouldn't
it's those moments where you knew, no, Hugo can't beat Sagat. He
Yeah.
does not beat
Yeah.
Sagat.
just to take
And he just did.
Look, it was
another
all
example.
possible. It was just
Of course, it's
so
winnable.
damn hard.
Of course, it's
So
winnable.
goddamn hard.
Of course, it's winnable.
And he did it so well in such convincing fashion.
Yeah, and I think that's it. That when he did it so convincingly,
It
with
was
that low
so
tier
sick.
hype, God, it was.
You guys need
use
to
it-
watch that. You guys hella need to watch
If you
that.
weren't-
Yeah, if you
yeah,
weren't,
if you're
if
new
you're
to it.
coming into Street Fighter 5, Season 1, Season 2,
We were, yeah.
go
We were there
do
that
your,
year. We
you
were
know,
all
go
there
do
that
your
year.
Street
Yeah.
Fighter research. Go to these past matches and
They're
and
totally
check
worth
them
their
out.
time. You will literally
Yeah.
be grabbing at the edges.
Even if you don't play that game, even if you don't play Street Fighter
I would
4
say
or
like
whatever.
2013 onwards of Street Fighter 4, super godlike and
It was
interesting.
amazing.
Super godlike and interesting. Well, I guess Japan was pretty sick even in like
They were
2011,
dominating in all
Oh,
of
they,
2012.
they were okay. Japan was okay. They
Daigo
were
is
pretty
young?
sick.
No,
Holy
man.
sh-
I went back and
Man.
watched some of the like American replays from like 2011, 2012. I was like,
We sucked.
ooh, no wonder we were
sucked.
getting bodied. Holy crap. I didn't realize like the gap was that obvious until I went back and watched it. After watching, Americans compete in like 2014, 2015.
Yeah, the late
once
ones.
everybody got onto a certain level. But I don't want to beat that too much over its head. I hope you guys, if you guys didn't see that lecture, it's really, really interesting. Go watch it, Beast TV. I'm pretty sure it was the last broadcast that they had. So go and check that out. Right now, we're going to cut to some highlights that happened last week, some sick comebacks, some interesting plays. This is our top tiers of Wednesday Night Fights last week. Here you go. Enjoy, guys.
And he's mixing up between doing the heavy one that he can cancel on reaction and doing the light one to kind of check. Oh! I did not see that come.
That was so good.
Wow.
He's had a buffer. He wasn't ready.
I like the choice of EX music.
Now,
I'm proud of you
Valley
guys.
Tower has to open up defense.
That's Dan. Shout out to Dan.
EX
Yeah, meeting. Thank you. I love this.
Oh, man. Dank's in a pretty good life lead.
Girl tried to challenge it, wasn't aware of the
Oh god, and look at that. That's so good.
Gale float.
Oh, no.
The pressure.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, and he gets to the
Oh,
other side
no.
of the crush counter.
No.
V-trigger still with the left.
Oh, no. This is my nightmare.
down.
Oh my God, what a neat setup.
God, and he's ready. Look, there it is.
Oh, what a
now
scum.
look at Pinoy down on the left. He was so. That was.
Shadow
That was a relief pop off. That was like, come on, I had to.
You know he was feeling
It's
it
all
when he
stored
chews
up.
with his mouth open. You know what it is.
He's breathing. He's just.
Mouth breather.
I'll say because he was stressed. But
Dude, okay, Geef was at almost full HP. And look at that one back throw, dude. You could lose this game.
now you look at this life lead, right?
He already took half of it.
I know, but look at this. Now, do you want to see? Do you want to see why Geef players stick together? Because we all know this face. That is why
That
Geef
is
players
so
stick
rough.
together. See? Because we all know that face.
Oh, I know this one. Sir Azad of the Dank Army. Ugh.
Oh. That was so good.
Get wrecked!
Dangadillos was on fire while he set everyone else on fire.
I like that.
Okay, I want you guys to pay attention to this one. This is our...
There you go. Burn, little girl, burn.
They're always looking for to get out. Nice air with the anti-air and the dash under crouch.
Burn.
Okay,
With the
super
critical
confirmed.
on top.
And then just...
And then what?
What'd you do? Oh, what'd you do? What'd you do?
Oh my
What did you
God.
do? Sal!
Sal, no!
What
How did he know?
He knows. He knows. Yeah, the shimmy. Forward fierce.
Damn, Akuma's too sick.
I love that.
One too many.
What a nerd.
Oh, no. Not... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, God. Now watch this. This is what my favorite part about... Oh. Now look at the handshake. That is not a GG handshake. That is a BG handshake. No, man.
Bad game, dude.
BG.
Bad game.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's pretty accurate. I know that handshake very well.
Yep.
All right, which
I
one
knew
was your
that.
favorite?
I really liked, I'm going to just go with it. I really liked Dankadias versus Salyu. That setup was nuts.
That was...
It was pretty nasty.
That's so risky, and he went
It
for
was
it
so,
anyway?
dude. It was so close.
Golly.
It was so close to being our biggest blunder play, right? Like that was the biggest. Like, wow, why would you do that? And then it turned into the best play. Period. So the cool thing that I wanted to let you guys know, first to 5 is actually going to be a rematch between those two.
Ooh.
I'm going to get Sal on the mic here in a little bit to kind of talk to you guys about how he got a little salty. He wasn't that salty in the moment. He was like, good game, no big deal. And then people were blowing it up to be bigger than it was, he felt. And then he saw the comments that people were making on our Street Fighter and then got a little bit even more salty. So I'm going to get him on the mic. I want to talk about that a little bit. And then we're going to see those two gentlemen battle it out to see who is truly, top tier.
In a first to 5, right?
In a first to 5,
Awesome.
yes.
Very
Should be
awesome.
Karen versus Dalsum.
Yeah, Dankadias is warming
if
up
I
on the
believe.
mainstream right now, actually. He's trying to get as much practice in as possible, looking real serious. I don't think there's anything on the line other than pride.
Pride.
Casuals.
Yeah.
It's casuals, but it's casual pride.
Yeah,
Pride is everything that's on the line.
correct.
Okay, so the third thing I wanted to bring up for you guys. Now, this is a community spotlight. This is something that was actually posted on the front page of Shore. Some of you guys may have seen it already. Pugilist Penguin, he's been doing these tutorials, these 2-minute tutorials in which he talks about a certain Street Fighter concept or fighting game concept, really succinctly, describing that concept and then giving you, some tools to then use, immediately and hopefully see results immediately in your play. So we're going to cut to a clip of him on, describing defense, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
2 minutes. I'll teach you in 2 minutes. Today's lesson, basic defense in Street Fighter V. You literally live or die on how well you can defend yourself in Street Fighter V. Waking up in the corner with your opponent right on top of you is one of the most terrifying experiences you can have. So today, we're going to discuss 2 basic options and how they can be used: blocking and interrupting. Blocking in Street Fighter is quite simple. There are high attacks and low attacks. You can't block high while blocking low and vice versa. Knowing when to block left or right is also very important. Blocking a cross-up jumping attack requires you to block the opposite direction from when the opponent left the ground. There are also projectile mix-ups that have to be blocked the opposite way they came from due to some unique movement options that some characters have. In these cases, you have to block based on where the opponent is rather than the fireball. Interrupting can be defined as poking through the little gaps in your opponent's pressure. Your opponent will sometimes knock you down and attempt to attack you on your wake-up. If the attacks are not properly timed, you can press your fastest button in order to interrupt the pressure. If you're lucky, you can get a counter hit and convert that into some good damage. Be careful going for this option though. Your opponent might actually have gaps that aren't wide enough for these attacks to go through, and you end up getting counter hit instead. This is what is known as a frame trap. Another way to interrupt is with an invincible special move, EX Shoryuken, EX Spinning Bird Kick, or even Zangief's Super are all examples of this. You shouldn't always rely on these options to get you out of pressure though. If the opponent is smart enough, they can bait you into wasting your meter and punish you very hard for it. So you end up taking a whole bunch of damage and you lost your meter. We'll cover more about baiting and frame traps in future lessons. And that will bring us to next week's lesson. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, I feel like I ran into him online once and he bought
I definitely have, and he beat the shit
yeah.
out of me.
With
Made me
Fung.
quit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
Yeah,
believe
he's
so.
got a pretty good Fung.
But it's
so
been,
good.
it's been a while.
I really
Yeah,
like the
he's-
fact that he's putting these videos out there.
He
That's
streams
very
on Twitch
informative.
under Pugilist Penguin,
Yeah.
and then he also he's creating this series, as you guys just saw it on YouTube. He's got a bunch of other videos already. Obviously, he's going to cover more advanced stuff in the future. I wanted to just add to that lesson just a little bit in case you guys played through season 1 only a little bit through, and you're trying to catch up on some of the tech. There's a very simple option select that people are using to tech throws that might not be so obvious if somebody hasn't explained it to you. And it's very, very, very effective. Sometimes getting you completely out of pressure 100%. Other times, you just get punished for how it turns out. And I'll show you in just a second. So we're going to go to training mode right now, and we're going to show you guys how to do it. So as you can see my inputs on the left-hand side right here, this is what it's going to look like if they don't throw you. Okay, so what
Go
it
ahead and
is...
take off the damage, by the way. Go ahead and take that
Take it
off
off
so
the
they can see see all the inputs. You could take off in the first setting, yeah. Take off the attack
Yeah, the
data.
attack data, yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go, perfect.
there we go.
People don't even know that. Damn,
what it
hurts.
is a jump back tech OS. Okay, so what that means is it's an option select. It's going to cover for 2 options. What's going to happen is if they throw you, it's going to tech a throw. If they don't throw you, you're going to get this. The jump back light kick.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see the throw inputted there in the back. So you get out of pressure, unless they're looking for it, of course, but that's even more advanced. For now, this is a way to tech throws without putting yourself in this situation, where people shimmy you and you get confirmed into huge damage and you end up losing the game because you teched a throw.
Yep.
Instead, you can do this, which is a jump back tech OS.
Yeah.
So to show the relevance of this, I want you to, okay, Paul, I want you to
Put it on player controlled. Please. There we go.
Okay, so I want you to knock me down with a sweep and then
Okay.
throw me on my wake up.
Throw you on your wake up.
Okay,
I like
so,
your timing, by the way. That was
Thank
nice.
so we
You
got,
like that
as you
little
guys
bitty?
can see, we got the jump back and the throw tech input on that wake up. So now, Paul, I want you to do the same thing, but
Okay.
I want you to crouching strong me on my wake up.
Crouching strong? Alrighty. Oh, try it again.
Yeah, you see the input there, too.
I did, but
Yeah.
I won't tech up. Sorry. I had to look off to my side. Okay, do it again. Do it again. Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to cover all options too. You're not doing it instantaneously.
Right.
either.
What you want to do is you want to delay tech, almost like a delay crouch tech in Street Fighter 4 if you played those
Exactly.
games. But if you played that game, you probably already know about this. So I'm not talking to you actually. So what you're doing is you're delaying the input just a little bit, just so that you're blocking first, and then you're inputting this jump back tech OS. Now this is going to be good if they just block on your wake up to respect an invincible reversal.
Right.
If they block on your wake up to try and shimmy you, if they meaty throw you, if they mistime their meaty so that you're already in the air and you just get air reset.
Right.
There's a lot of benefits to this tech. Now you don't want to overuse it because players can punish you for it if they delay their button, just a little bit.
Yeah, if they read it at least.
Exactly. They do have to make the read. But then if they're making that hard of a read, that opens you up to your next option, which is wake up jab.
Yeah.
And that might be going a little bit too far into
When is a time you shouldn't use the jump back OS or the jump back tech option select?
in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah, because check it out. I mean, what's going to happen? Okay, ready?
Think about it, right? You get knocked down, and if in this situation you run out of a state,
And then, whoops, then that would, I could,
Right,
on,
right.
on reaction, I could DP.
exactly.
Do it again.
See, okay, you're covering that option too. But what if he goes for the meaty route? Or he just delays, right? Yeah, but you kind of see
Or
the
I could just do
possibilities
that.
there. So just be wary of using the option select because you definitely need to be aware of where you're at on the stage, right? It's not just end-all, be-all in terms of defense.
Exactly.
If it was that broken, everybody would be doing it all the time. But you see the reasons as to why you shouldn't.
Something to be said in the mid-screen too is even if you get out of dodge, you've now put yourself closer to the corner.
Exactly.
So every decision in Street Fighter V has its merits and its demerits too. So you gotta manage the risk versus reward and all of that stuff.
General rule of thumb, you'd want to use it at least twice on each side unless you're already in the corner kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you haven't done it yet, your opponent is least likely to expect it
to be looking
unless
for
they've actually practiced it over and over again. Then you still have to add those layers of defense to your arsenal. So it's just one of the many things you need to kind of cover what characters have. Like, again, the shimmy, throw, or meaty, right? So.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick little lesson, quick little tutorial. Follow the Pugilist Penguin on Twitch and YouTube. Now
Follow
we're
us on Twitter and YouTube.
Yeah,
too,
do that.
by the way.
But you guys can shout your stuff out.
I'm going to do it at
Start here.
SFV_vicious.
There you go.
So that's on Twitter, and also for me, at Dr. Stance, DOCTOR, and you'll see the spelling.
You have an underscore.
And
on there,
the
right?
Underscore at the end.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There it is. Right
But
there.
you'll find, if you type all that in, you'll find
I
me.
hope so.
You'll find me.
All right, guys, we're about to get into that grudge match. We're gonna grab Sal.
He is already, they're both sitting down.
They're both sitting down. They're ready to go.
Ready.
They want to get into this grudge match right now. Let's talk to Sal real quick. Get his thoughts on what happened in that situation last week. Sal, we're gonna have you come right over here and jump on the couch in the hot seat, real quick.
Yeah, we got time. Let me
got
see
all
some
the time in the
ones
world.
for Sal. Let me see some twos for Danka Diaz, by the way. Here, you got it.
I guess Paul's like, I don't want to have anything to do with this. All right, here you go. So I don't want to be involved in the salt sessions.
Damn.
Okay. Now we saw the replay from last week.
Yeah.
Walk me through what happened. What was going on in your mind when you saw that setup or the unset-up setup?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that setup before.
Okay.
So basically the way it works is if you miss the super with Dalsum, and then the super misses because it's too far away, right? And then you hold it, and then you create like a left-right mix-up that your opponent has to block. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just going to evade the left-right mix-up. I'm going to get under it using the EX dash, and I won't have to deal with it. But
okay, how much did it blow your mind that you ate like 80% damage in about
I
2
expected
seconds?
it. I expected it. I've seen it before. It's
Oh,
Valiant
shit.
lost in tournament because of it, and I know that does a lot of damage.
Damn.
So I'm like, that's why I didn't want to get hit by it. I'm like, damn, I don't want to do anything that's like, I don't want to deal with this 50-50.
All right.
Yeah, and he just didn't go for the 50-50. He did stand heavy punch instead, which maybe that adds another layer to it.
Yeah.
And there's another 50-50 after the stand heavy punch, but.
Do you feel like you're gonna bop him right now?
I feel like anything can happen in 2 out of 3, and I feel like a first to 5 is a little more definitive of a set to see who is more familiar with the other player.
the better?
So
Who is the better of the two?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, on that day, he did beat me. I can't take it away from him.
Right.
It's.
Now, you mentioned to me that there were some comments in the R Street Fighter thread that kind of rubbed you the wrong way. Is there anything you want to say to those people out there who are making some comments?
If you would like to play me in a first 5, you'd like to play me in a money match, if you are coming to SCR, if you're coming to NCR, any of these majors, and you would like to say that to my face, feel free. We can run the set. I have no problems with that. I am very confident in myself as a player against all you scrub lords on the internet hiding behind keyboards. So, please make it to Wednesday
Come
Night
to
Fights.
esports arena.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And play me. Yeah, play me. If you really think that I'm trash, I want you to play me, and we'll see. We can make that determination then.
Trash. They called you trash.
Trash, yeah.
Trash.
Trash player, yeah.
Trash Karen.
Trash Karen.
Damn.
Karen is trash.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right. I want to see this trash Karen in action.
Don't we all?
Let's get this first to 5 rocking. Let's cut to that game feed. Thank you, Sal, for being on the mic with me.
No problem, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Good luck.
Thank you, man.
All right, guys, we're going to get this first 5 underway.
Underway.
Denka Diaz versus Sal Yu,
Underway.
formerly known as Wrathmatics.
We don't need to know that. No, it's true. It's true.
Some
and
people are confused. He wanted to do a little bit of rebranding.
he did.
Yes, he did.
And people ask him, I was like, well, what is that? I don't understand what that is. And I told people that's his first name. That's his.
Sal
Yeah, there's just Saliu. Yeah, that's Sal is short for Saliu.
You just shouldn't tell
Trivia.
people. You shouldn't tell people. Be like,
I'll
yeah,
just
it's
say,
just
like,
something I made up.
It's just a
pretty
thing.
cool.
It's an in-joke.
hipster.
In-joke, you wouldn't know.
Pretty hipster. All right, how do you think this is
It's
going
not
to
gonna
shake down?
Oh.
I don't. I kind of like.
Well, Sal. Let me tell you
Sal's
something
not-
about Sal. Let me tell you something about Sal. Sal has that Saiyan quality, that Dragon Ball Z Saiyan quality, where like when you defeat him once, he comes back, he recovers, and he comes back even stronger. Many power levels above where you last met
Goes
him.
into
so
the hyperbolic time chain.
yes, well, quite,
out,
well, even just
a new
well,
man.
I think it's just his bloodline. He's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna let you do that twice in a row, never. So I know that about Sal.
Oh, imagine if we see the setup again, but he does something else.
But he did, yeah. I don't think, but then again, I don't think Dank is gonna do that. I don't think he's gonna try for the same setup. I think he knows why both of these guys are here right now, and it's for that clip,
think that's
that
gonna
moment.
intimidate him? Maybe that he's
Well, if it comes down to it, he'll.
fighting as a grudge.
Well, right now he's putting on
He's
that
got a
hurt.
stun already.
He's almost got a stun. I mean, that's no. That's right, because of the nerf on throws. I mean, he's doing a really great job of just keeping Sal out, just keeping him at bay.
This is the first round of the first game
First round
of the
first one.
entire
That's
set.
like- especially in
Sal, a
long,
long set player.
he absolutely is, and you cannot
Did you see
disregard.
his comeback on Brian Gion?
Oh, against it? No, I didn't. I didn't actually. But I know that. But I know
PJ
that.
Unchained.
Oh
He
no,
was
I did
down
see
like
that.
6-1.
Well,
and
that's
then
the
came
thing.
back and won
I've
the
known
first set.
I've known Sal for 2 years now, and I agree with you. He is a long set player, and you can't ever
Oh my God,
forget
yeah,
that
Dawson's-
early games in long sets are all data.
Dada. Get the flame carpets
Stand
out
in
early.
it. No fear. Stand in it. I'm gonna burn. I'll burn for you, because I am not afraid at all. I like that with the Rekkas. Going forward, not.
Oh, nice block on the overhead. I think it is. Got to find his way out of the corner here.
Sal trying.
Wow.
Just trying so hard to get in.
Was that 4 standing
And
medium
was
kicks in a
doing-
row?
And was doing a pretty damn good job of it at the start of this round, but Diaz managed to just light him up.
Dawson wins.
Yeah, he did win. Dawson did win that.
I think it is.
Thank Diaz.
I think it is.
You have no idea how hard this young man trains.
Round one.
Tell us.
He plays so much at home. Oh, there he is going to the command dashes. Got a throw. And there you go. Oh, that was a good jump in, but the trade just kept Sal out again. I mean, this is Dawson's game. I mean, you want to keep them out. Use those
Exactly.
limbs.
He's
Use
finding
those
himself in
normals,
the corner pretty early, but
but yep. Remember that Karen standing short? Tick throw. That's still real. And in the corner, oh, that's too bad. Too bad. Look how fast the tables turned in that round.
Absolutely. The
That was
momentum
so
is all in
fast.
Sal's favor right now. If he can take this round just as quickly, he's right back in this first fight.
And that's the thing. And like, yeah, Dawson's got everything to keep you out, but one jump in is all you need. And Karen can do it. Look at that. Look at that. And moreover, Sal can do it. Because now he's getting a
He
rhythm.
went for the overhead. That was smart. But
I mean, Sal's getting this rhythm now. He's getting this rhythm of when is that going to slide? When is he going to throw out those standing normals? When can I jump? Got to figure that out, and he found it out. This game
Dank
was
tried to
all.
slide under that jump in too.
This
Got
game
caught.
was all Sal. Up 1-1.
Yeah, he really got in his head there.
Yeah,
He jumped at all the right times.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, collect that
Dank
data.
looking a little worried.
He got that rhythm. He's starting to feel Dankadia's out, starting to suss him out a little bit. Got another jump in. Not a big combo, just a jump in sweep. Ooh, give that nasty fireball though. Nice trying not.
Oh, good avoidance of that mix-up right there.
And also,
Unfortunately,
like,
not getting a punishment.
yeah, speaking of mix-ups, I like that Sal is mixing up his options. You know, he's playing neutral, sometimes going for those tricky overheads. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a nice little teleport behind the head. I'll poke you a little bit. Give you a little throw.
There goes another tick throw. I'll try to go in. Dankadias with that counter.
Something that
rhythm.
Dank is so good at is canceling his anti-air normals into varied specials.
Yeah, and it's,
Sometimes into the fireball, sometimes into the EX fireball. Some, you know.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, just mixing it up. You're not putting him in a true mix-up. Just saying, I'm not going to do the same thing.
Sal decides to save the meter. He didn't earn the super.
Oh,
Okay.
but he still does the Rekka, and Dankadias fell for it. Dankadias just.
It was
let it go a
dangerous
little
not
bit.
to spend the meter because you could forfeit the round, but Sal confident in his ability to take that round. He did, and he saves all the meter.
Oh no, that's a good jump in again from Sal. He's going to take it. He's got.
In that
he's
corner
got the.
carry.
Oh,
Is this
are we
gonna
going to
be
do
the
it again? Is this a setup? Is this a setup?
Oh,
Oh no! Just walk
no.
forward. Just walk forward. No, I'm not going to fall for that again.
not twice, he says. Oh, he stays in
Ooh,
front.
but
Stun is
going
racked.
for that.
He's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, I thought he was gonna instant.
And,
Oh my God,
sorry.
he never went for the yoga sniper.
I love the excess of dash-ins from Dankadia too.
No,
Just like,
I think it was
whoop,
because
whoop, whoop.
he realized that Sal was looking for the yoga sniper a little bit too hard, just waiting to block it so that then he could punish it.
Yeah, just giving a lot of movement for your opponent to look at. You know, gives him a lot more to think about when it's spaced right and when it's like more deliberate.
Oh, a meaty teleport goes unpunished for the most part.
Oh,
That's
nice. And look at the range that Sal is keeping Dankadia's too. I mean, that's gonna burn that. That's a smart use of
he's
meter.
not quite dead, but
No. Even with that 925 life now, he got buffed in life.
oh, crouching heavy punch inside of block strings.
Where is it?
Let's
Oh,
go.
even I didn't know where that was gonna land in front of him and back. Good
There's a
throw.
lot of life to make up. He's gonna activate V-trigger here soon.
E-reversal from Sal. Just get him off. Get him off. But this
he's
is
dead.
smart, super smart. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Sal is up 2-1. What is Dankadias gonna do?
Now, mind you, that would have been the tournament set right there.
Yeah, that would have been it. That would have been over. Stream would
But not here.
Stream would have concluded.
We want a definitive yay or nay. Who is the better man? Who is the better Street Fighter player? First to 5 here.
Well, this might not determine that, but tonight, who's going to be better in this first to 5? We're not putting an entire career's worth of Street Fighter capability and aptitude on this first to 5, though. Nice, good tick throw again. Getting a lot of mileage and a great jump in again, but drops it, drops the follow-up. Saliu trying. Good V reversal. The carpet's going to
nice
stay out,
patience
though.
Just to block. Keep
For the
taking
meter?
inside the corner. Gets that stun. Need a little bit more. He
When
goes
the
for the
reset does the reset, stays in front.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's go, Dank.
Stay on the defense. Dash up.
Make an adjustment here.
In his face. In his face. Grab that bone necklace. I want it. So good.
Nice. That crushing medium punch into the fireball. So good at controlling more space. Punishes your opponent so hard.
Tries to close him ground.
Get the damage for the anti-air.
Oh, no punish.
The
No
fireball on the screen.
Staying out. Not guessing. Not pressing a button. Now pressing a button.
Screen jab.
As I was saying it. Pressing a button. Get counter hit.
Dank almost Now he's got Sal in critical art kill range.
And that's
and there it
He's
is.
keeping it buffered. He's keeping it buffered, looking for that anti-air super. Nice.
Exactly, nice. Just as I said it, out came ripping out of the throat of Dankadias, that critical art.
Oh, that's nice.
Avoiding the mix-up.
Tries to hop over. Doesn't get too much punish there.
Sal doesn't really have a reason not to keep going for that, though. He only keeps getting jab punished.
Yeah. He's taken the data and said that, you know, I'm kind of getting away with this for free. Like, it's at my advantage. I'm either going to get away with it or I'm just going to get jabbed. That's cool.
Floating, controlling space.
Another jump in. Tries for the jump in. Got the. Okay. Not the most meaningful, but good still, nonetheless.
Good blocks. Nice patience and punish on the sweep. There we go with the Dawson set play.
Sal was a little too hard on the offense and just
a little too hard, Paul. He was a little too hard on the offense. Okay, nice teleporting, switching sides. He didn't want to be cornered. Dankadias tries to go for the instant air.
Wow, and he does it on the landing. Nice, good
That's
stuff.
what he was looking for in the previous game.
Oh, so much. Well, you know, 925 is still not that much. Not that much life.
No, not that much at all. Only 50 more than Akuma. Sal looking confident. I think he's checking his Twitter feed to see if any of you.
He's looking for apologies.
No, yeah, yeah.
That's what he's looking for. I am so sorry for
any of
doubting
those
you, Sal.
are Street Fighter
Sal, I am
dudes
so
who
sorry.
trashed me. Where are those fools that said, "Trash Karen"? Talk to me now.
This trash Karen makes it in top 8 all the time, even one of you.
Just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, our Street Fighter. Thank you guys for all your support.
Seriously, thank you guys.
You can be a part of the community there at reddit.com/r/Street Fighter.
Yep.
They're doing weekly tournaments for all types of skill levels. You can also find all of your FGC Street Fighter related news there as well.
You absolutely can. So thank you guys, and thank you guys also for watching. Oh, nice. Wow, that was a really great interruption by Dankadias. Nice stuff. And also, if you guys like this channel, you want to see more of this, we are affiliated with our Street Fighter. You can always click like or subscribe. It's up to you guys, but we appreciate you.
Nice
Not gonna tries to jump in, looking for that timing, but now Dankadias switching it up. I mean,
yeah, he's in
Sal,
full control of this match so far.
I mean, you can see like Sal's primary way of getting in. He's got that ground game, but he's been trying to, and he has been trying to insert himself in the air.
Oh, good little shimmy. You don't see that too often from Dawson's. Nice. That crouching medium kick would have been unsafe with the fireball making it.
Sal fighting for his life, doesn't get it. Gonna get
Loves
lit.
that standing heavy punch. Did get buffed in this season. It's now faster on startup.
Yep, faster on startup.
Doesn't quite go as far, but faster. And still hits low, so it's very, very, very strong button.
Oh, so annoying. Catches people walking back. Oh, just.
Yeah,
and now that it's faster startup, catches you walking, just walking forward, just walking. It catches you walking. Period.
Yeah, watch your toes. Hide your feet. Hide your toes. Dawson's out here killing everybody.
Yes. Now, good sequence. There's another jump in. He's getting so much mileage on these jump ins. He's getting. Sal just
That's all
has.
you need in Street Fighter 5. One jump in.
I mean, Sal. Oh my God! There you go. Nice meaty throw timings. Sal just has an incredible skill. I'm not gonna. Nice, perfect. I'm not gonna call it talent because it's because I don't want to undermine the work that he's put in. Sal has a great skill for figuring out your rhythms and exploiting them, and that's why he is such a great long set player. Oh,
yeah, he was just high enough for that stand light punch to whiff. Really great spacing there.
Nice not trying to counter poke or interrupt that sequence at all. Just laying on the defense, the block. Oh, that could have been more. He got the jump in. Dash forward, yeah, catches, and like the dash under, goes for the reset. Not much though. Oh, nice, catches it, and that's a big sequence.
Yeah, he almost made it out of the corner there.
Could have supered actually. That would have been a lot.
Oh, here we go. That's gonna be the carpet, the flame carpet's out.
Sniper.
Sniper!
I knew it. I called it. Sniper.
Yes, you did. You're so proud of yourself.
I am. I'm looking at you. I'm looking for approval.
No, I was sick. I wasn't thinking that. I would have got hit by it.
I know because I play Dankadias a lot.
Okay.
I know that setup. I know what he's looking for there.
Well, he's done a good job of not going for it too much.
Yeah, he's not over aggressive with it. But he knows how to use it.
Oh, he just let. Well, I was gonna say he was keeping her out pretty effectively, and then Sal just gets 2 dashes, and boom, you're in.
Oh no,
That
I'm sorry, you
fireball right in
dropped
your
it.
face.
Oh, into the wheat field. Into the wheat field.
Oh, just out of range for that crouch medium kick. That would have been
Get him
spelled
off.
disaster for Dega. He has a wake up light. Counter hits, missed time meaty from Sal. Oh, here we go. Oh, he could
Oh,
have
no,
had
you
it
go.
again.
Not do it. No, I'm not.
He could have had it again. How godlike would that have been?
Good use of the trigger and just a walk-up throw. So I also want to point out that Sal's gotten.
Should have done it.
Sal has gotten so many throws, just walk-up throws, tick throws, all those things is something that Dank hasn't adapted to yet.
Yeah.
So it's another thing that you were saying, like, I mean, I
It's difficult to deal with.
it is difficult to deal with. It's difficult because, especially when they get away with it so much, it's like then I start thinking he's not going to go for it, and then you're right, but you still try to tech and then you get shimmied.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dawson doesn't really have an effective jump back tech OS.
No, he doesn't. It's just so floaty.
Looks like Sal's kind of getting away with this one.
Nice whiff punish from Dal scene. Searches for the neutral jump. I like what Sal's searching for, trying to land right on that limb. Oh, nice sequence. No, get out of here. Get out of here.
Shimmy.
Shimmy? Oh, is this it? This is set point for Sal.
Yes, it is.
Set point.
Set point for Pride. Let's go.
Not gonna jump in. You're gonna jump in on me. You're gonna embarrass me in front of this ancient god. In front of this great temple.
Ooh, nice little side switch there into the critical art. Good shit.
I was gonna say, Dank doesn't want to leave this without getting it perfect for himself. When are you gonna burn the super Sal? Now,
That
no.
crouching medium kick hit from that
Wants to
range?
make sure. Wants to make sure it kills. Oh my God! One more sequence. One more sequence. Could he get
nice
the stun?
jump.
Got the stun.
No, not quite yet.
No V reversal. Doesn't have it.
Oh, that's good. This is gonna be tough to come back from. Just one more hit. Oh!
One and
One more hit
anything
for both.
connects a shoulder, cancels into super.
He's gonna whip punish.
We'll get the
Stand medium
chip.
punch or something.
I mean, just anything will do though. Even a jab.
Ooh.
Use that meter. Get in. Close the gap. B skill. Make Sal guess. Make him guess. And make him guess wrong.
Wait,
That's what he
oh,
wants.
punish
Sal.
that. Ooh, you
Yeah,
gotta be
I know.
careful.
I know. With the
Dang.
crouching medium punch. Could have got the limb with the crouching medium punch. Fishing for it. When it's the teleport. Oh, just the
there
jab
it
will
is.
do it.
A little bit too obvious. Good games. Good games to those two. Congratulations to Sal for winning the first 5. The very first to 5 on Hold That. Brought to you by our Street Fighter and Tenella TV.
That was pretty hot. No pun intended. I'm not even like trying to be cheeky or anything. That was pretty cool.
Yes, you are.
Oh man, come on, son.
You cheeky bastard.
Speaking of cheeky bastards, Salyu, the winner.
All right, Brian, Dangadius, that was very different from what happened last week. Why was it so different? What happened? What was going on?
I'm going to assume he definitely went home and looked up anti-tech for Dawson. For sure. For sure. Because I tried to do the same setup again, and then...
I noticed, like twice, right?
Yeah. I noticed he backdashed, and then he did the EX command dash. That way he can take his time so he won't go into the setup.
All right, so what are the counter adjustments?
Yeah, he just outplayed me, man. He outplayed me.
I mean, so like after this, what are you gonna do? Say if we had you do this again next week, what are you gonna go home and what do you do?
I'm going to look up all the Oki for Karen because I felt a lot for Zoki. He would end his combos with shoulder, and he would do command dash, and then he would either hit a button or he would grab me. So I'm just gonna see how plus he is off of that, and I'm gonna see what kind of Oki he can get off of everything.
One last thing. How much do you play this game? Because every time I see you, you're always online. How much do you play this game?
I mean, as much as online is toxic, I mean, I play this shit like, I don't know, 40 hours every like 3 days.
That's more than I work a whole week, and I keep a full-time job. All right, guys. Dangadias, thank you so much for doing that. We're going to have you do something again. Good luck in the tournament. I'm going to throw it back to Nick. Guys, thank you so much.
Okay, get in the camera, man. Get in frame, dog. Get in frame. You part of this too.
I was just holding on to the other end of the couch, getting ready for the winner of that
winner
first to
chicken
5.
dinner.
Sal, you.
Yeah.
How'd you
Thank you,
feel
sir.
about that, Sal?
I feel like we both
Did
played
it-
Street Fighter. And
Yeah, did it go as expected?
Yeah, well, I mean, not to say like
No,
I
be
expected
blunt.
me
It's
to win.
fine.
All right, well, what happened
Be
is
real.
Dangadias caught me off guard last week.
Yes, he
and
did.
I wasn't ready for the stuff that he was doing. I didn't practice at all against Dowson. That's one thing also. It's just like, I've seen the setup before. He kind of messed up the setup last week. He did some freestyle stuff that I wasn't ready for. He tried to do the proper setup this week, and he didn't hit me with it. But yeah, I mean, Dangadias is a really strong Dowson, but I play against Tatsu Shoryu all the time.
Shoryu,
Ooh, the
Commander
shout-outs.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse. I mean, not really Jesse so much
Not so
training
much
with him, but I have practiced for Jesse. I trained with Tatsu Shoryu, who's a ridiculous Dowson.
Well, Tatsu Shoryu is actually Dankadia's mentor.
Yeah,
of
no,
sorts.
they're
Yeah.
homies. So Tatsu Shoryu goes to school with Dangadia's little brother.
Oh,
So
okay.
Oh,
they're
no way.
homies.
That's
yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, so they're homies.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, Brian's a really good player. Brian Dangadias, he's a strong Dowson.
Yeah, he's
Um,
getting really good, really fast too. He's definitely.
How was he in that set scale of 1 to 10? Be blunt.
I would put him at like a 7, I would say.
Okay, that was fair.
The reason why is because he had his basic stuff down. He has a set play, he has his combos, but I noticed he kind of hesitated to adapt to the stuff that I was doing.
Yes.
And if I did the same thing over and over, he would beat me. But if I did something different, he wouldn't adjust to that quickly enough. And I kind of used that to my advantage in that set.
How can you, not just for Dangadias, but for everybody out there, a lot of people know you as a very strong long set player. Do you think that is something inherent to you, or even if it is, do you think that that's something that, like, how would you give people advice to get better in long set situations?
I think it definitely comes down to confidence.
Okay.
And experience is huge, right? Because
Experience.
the thing about long sets is you kind of get deeper into a matchup, kind of a little bit deeper into a meta, right? So you do something, and your opponent knows you do that, so they counter that thing, and now you have to come to the counter of that thing, blah, 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 right?
Until the match
It's
like
all
doesn't
layered
make
down to
sense
personal.
anymore.
It becomes a personal match instead of just character basics
Exactly.
from beginning to end, right?
And then on top of that, it's more advanced character stuff, right? So you have to get into specifics of, okay, why is Dowsum not the best character in the game, right? Obviously, there are reasons why, so
Yeah.
how do you exploit that in a game? The thing about 2 out of 3 is you could try to exploit that. Something random will happen, and you will lose. They'll get some crazy damage conversion that leads into a whole string of set play that you shouldn't have ate in that moment. But because it happened, and it's 2 out of 3.
I think we saw like 8 examples of that
Yeah.
when we played the highlight earlier.
Exactly. That happens in tournament. In long set, you can get a game. You could get 2 games off of that, but you do not win the set.
But you
And
can't
once
do
I
it the whole
see that
entire
you
time.
try to do that, I'm just going to not let you do your big damage thing. And I think where a lot of players fall short is they get that first layer and they get their big damage stuff. Because it works online. If you're just playing online, you will get all you need is the big damage thing. You need the cheap conversions. You need the thing that's gonna get you victories.
Right.
But you don't need the layer after that.
Yeah.
And I think for me, since when I was getting good at the game, I would practice a lot with Valiant and Kenneth Pope and Black Skills and Jason Wang, all these really strong players.
It's a strong-ass lineup, by the way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And so those people, I would always play them, first to 10s, first to 15, first to 20, just kind of running it, 6 hours at a day.
And you're building your mental endurance as well. You're adding layers and
man.
layers or
That's
depth
not only a
to
mental
your
endurance, that's like a
Yeah.
physical
Right?
endurance.
Like it takes time and patience to be, conservative or go all out and get your execution down in a long set, right? That's also a big part of the game is your mental endurance.
To hold that standard of excellence throughout an entire
Yeah.
first to 10, first to 20.
Yeah.
Because you can't you can't you can't have any mistakes in a 2 out of 3. But you
Exactly.
can also shrug off like if you lose to some random online player A or B, if you lose to them, you can kind of shrug that off and be like, if I played him again, I wouldn't lose to him like that.
Right.
But then you never face him, and then you never have to face yourself because
Right.
you never have to prove yourself wrong.
That's totally true.
And
Yeah.
so in a long set, you have to face that demon, like, oh shit, I just got bodied 15-2 or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah. There's a problem
Shit.
here. There's a problem here.
Like I suck, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what do I do?
But it's a present, though. You know, you get
No,
that
absolutely.
whoop, that ass whooping,
Yep.
and now you get more data on yourself to study, right? Then that brings you to the lab. You first look at, instead of the player, you look at yourself, like, what do I need to do to stop getting free damage upon myself? And what did
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
to miss potential damage kind of thing, too. So,
That's
you know,
true.
I think
blessing
if-
and a curse.
I think if
Yeah.
anybody in the chat sent us a first to 5 of them with any of their friends, we could identify everything you need to work on for the next couple months.
Yeah. It may not
And-
be like
Yeah.
professional advice, but at the same time, it's the fundamentals is where it's at.
Exactly. And you can gain that information by doing long sets. So stop just grinding away mindlessly on ranked. Play long sets with your buddies, and then ask for advice.
And if you
from better players.
have any buddies, you know, because we play, you know, maybe you're a Smash player, maybe you don't have friends, you know. But let's say you're picking up Street Fighter
in Street
5.
Fighter, in the Street Fighter
Right, let's say
community
you're
is what he
picking up
meant.
Street Fighter
So if you
5.
don't-
What's I wish there was just some great resource, like a website I could go to, where there's just tons of players starting out, you know, and they're looking for other people to make matches with.
You mean other than Twitter?
Oh my God! I mean,
I think you
Twitter's
meant-
only for my DMs. What?
Only for the DMs.
Only for
but
the
r
DMs.
slash
Right.
Street Fighter is
Oh.
where you can go.
Yeah.
What? What can I find over there?
Okay, you can find tournaments
Amazing
from
deals on a HyperX headset using the hashtag WNF
Damn.
2017.
The segues are stolen.
Yeah,
the
man.
segues
I
are
gotta
stolen.
practice, all right? I gotta
All
practice.
right, I respect that. I respect that. But no, on our Street Fighter, you can find tournaments for every skill level. They have one weekly that happens every single Monday that Joe Monday runs.
Mr. Monday
right.
himself.
That's for East Coast, and I'm pretty sure any skill level can join that one. There's also a one that is run. You can't be a higher skill level than 3,999. So if you want a
Okay.
tournament where you're not going to get completely blown out, you know, you feel like you actually have a chance, or like you're learning rather than just getting completely destroyed by people that are way out of your skill level, I
Desecration.
recommend, you know, definitely checking that out. You can find it on r/Street Fighter. It's always, you know, posted up at the top. You can find all that information there. You
It's
can
all
also
flared
find
up, yeah.
all your Street Fighter 5
Flared up.
news and stuff like that. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for sponsoring us.
Yeah. And you know, our stream runner also, he was trying to tell us,
Oh.
he was giving us some next level. His esports, the production value is crazy. Telling us, you know, there's some casuals going on the screen here before the tournament starts. Wednesday night fights were not underway yet, but we got some high level matches
Yes, we do.
that we're observing.
Oh, snap.
We got Danga Diaz and Commander Jesse
Commander
duking it out right now.
Yeti. Yes.
So tune in next week. This is going to be a weekly thing. This was the first episode of Hold That, brought to you by our Street Fighter and Tanella TV. So thank you guys.